Hi friends, my name is Machindra Chate and I am your maths teacher. I promise you I will teach you complete mathematics of your standard 10th, paper 1, paper 2, totally. Complete mathematics I will teach you. In mathematics there are two parts, part 1 and part 2. Straightway today is our first day and straightway we will proceed to the part 1 of mathematics. And first topic is linear equations in two variables. Linear equations in two variables. First, before proceeding further, we will discuss what is equation. What is equation and what is variable. Here equation means something like 5 plus x plus 3 is equal to 70. Here 5 plus some unknown, that is denoted here by x, plus 3 is equal to 70. Remember, the most important part in equation is equal to. Is equal to. There are always two sides of the equation. One is left hand side and other is right hand side. And when left hand side and right hand side are totally equal, no discrepancy, totally equal, then it is called equation. Purpose of the equation is, in equation some things are known, some things are unknown, but with some rules, with some tricks, we have to find the value of the unknown. Finding the value of the unknown is called mathematics. And when we use variables like x, y, or m, n, or say something like p, q, r, then we say it is mathematics. It is mathematics. And equations is very important part of mathematics. Here, if we proceed, and when we say equation, left hand side is equal to right hand side, okay. But we can do some process, we can do some operations on equations. What operations? We can add the same number to both the sides. We can subtract same number from both the sides of the equation. We can multiply both the sides of the equation by any number except 0. We can divide both the sides of the equation by any number except 0. These types of operations or other operations like squaring both the sides, making cube of both the sides, or taking square root of both the sides. And later on you will understand some more operations in higher mathematics. But some simple operations like here say 5 plus x plus 3. Here simple, in mathematics you can add these two numbers very easily and this equation will become x plus 8 is equal to 70. Why 5 and 3 are added? No operation as such. But in next step we are going to subtract 8 from both the sides of the equations. Now what operation we are going to perform on this equation? We are going to subtract 8 from both the sides of the equation. So x plus 8 minus 8 plus 8 minus 8 will be 0 and second part will be 17 minus 8. And therefore this step we can say x is equal to 17 minus 8. Look, look here, when we are saying this 8 is changed to the side of equation and therefore its sign is changed. Say 8 is brought from left hand to right hand and therefore its sign, that is plus, is changed into minus. You can say like that, but the real operation is we have subtracted 8 from here, 8 from here. So x plus 8 minus 8 plus 8 minus 8 is 0 and therefore left hand side remains x and right hand side remains 17 minus 8. 17 minus 8 is equal to 9, and from this information, so we were not knowing the value of x, but now we know the value of x, and that is 9. And this matter is related to only this problem. When problem is changed, then values have no value, no importance. Means, for example, cricket player Rohit Sharma hits century in one match, but that is for only that match. In next match, his score will be from 0 only. In this way, these values are for that equation only. So, I hope you have understood the concept of equation. And we can make operations such as adding the same number to both the sides, subtracting the same number to both the sides, multiplying both the sides by same number except 0, dividing both the sides by same number except 0. So this is what you must know in mathematics. And say some formulae, some things you have to understand. It is very simple, it is very easy, and now we will proceed to the concept that what is linear equations in two variables. Here it was only one variable, but instead of one variable, if there are, say, more variables, two variables, then we will say x and y, p and q, m and n, or something like that. So, for example, suppose 3x plus 2y is equal to 10. 3x plus 2y is equal to 10. Or 3x plus 2y minus 10 is equal to 0. These types of equations are called linear equations in two variables because unknowns are two. There are two unknowns. Therefore, it is called linear equations in two variables. And sometimes when such two equations are there, we used to say simultaneous equations. Friends, it is very important to understand the concept. Why it is called linear? You have understood the value of equation. You have understood the concept of equation, the concept of variable, but I have not explained the concept of linear. What is meant by linear equation? Linear equations means the unknown is just unknown. It has not some power. For example, x raised to 1 is here. When there is nothing, it means x raised to 1. But when it is x raised to 2, x raised to 3, then the form of the equation is changed. Here, 3x plus 2y is equal to 10. Two unknowns, x and y. But if unknowns have some additional power, x raised to 2, x raised to 3, x raised to 4, x raised to 5, y raised to 3, y raised to 2, then the form of the equation is different. But here we are going to study only linear equations where the power of the unknown is always 1. That we will consider here only x. But when there is power, when there is only x square and no other variable, x square plus something plus x plus something is equal to 0, then that type of equation is called quadratic equation, and that is our next topic. So here we will consider only linear equations in two variables. These are equations, two variables, two unknowns. We have to find the values of two unknowns. And when there are two variables, then to solve the equation, we need the two equations. So pair of linear equations in two variables is called concept of simultaneous equations, and that you have already studied in standard 9th. Now we will proceed to solve one simultaneous equation or pair of linear equations in two variables. Friends, there are three methods of solving simultaneous equations. These three methods are: first method is eliminate one variable, and other equation will be converted into linear equation, and you will get the value of one variable, substitute that value in the other equation, and you will get the value of second variable. Same method. Or from one equation, find the value of one variable, substitute that in the other equation, and you will get the linear equation, find the value of x. So friends, let us proceed to solve one simultaneous linear equation. So by both these methods, say this process is called elimination of one variable, and we have to learn two more methods of solving linear equations and its uses in our day-to-day life or in our mathematical situations, and that is our first topic, linear equations in two variables. It is very important topic. If you prepare it thoroughly, it is clear that you will get minimum 10 to 12 marks out of 40 in first paper of mathematics. So friends, now let us proceed to the solution of solving simultaneous linear equations. So to start with, we will solve the following simultaneous equations. Solve the following simultaneous equations. It is equations. Simultaneous equations is always plural. No simultaneous equation, because there are two equations. Therefore, it is called simultaneous equations. Here, first equation is 5x minus 3y is equal to 8. 3x plus y is equal to 2. 5x minus 3y is equal to 8, and 3x plus y is equal to 2. Two unknowns, x and y. Second equation, two unknowns, x and y. When say one first unknown, x, it is called x. So 3 into 5 into that first unknown minus 3 into second unknown is equal to 8 is the first equation. 3 into first unknown plus y into plus y only, that is second unknown, is equal to 2. This is equation, and we will solve this equation by two methods, by elimination of one variable. So this is the solution. Method 1. First equation, 5x minus 3y is equal to 8. 3x plus y is equal to 2. First equation, we will call it as equation 1. Second equation, we will call it as equation 2. So what we did here, in first three lines, we did nothing. We have accepted the given information, and first equation we have given the title first equation. Then second equation we have given the title second equation. So equation 1 is 5x minus 3y is equal to 8. Equation 2 is 3x plus y is equal to 2. Now, here two equations can be added or two equations can be subtracted. Two equations can be added or two equations can be subtracted. So, we will multiply equation 2 by 3. Equation 2 is multiplied by 3, means we have to multiply left hand side of the equation by 3, right hand side of the equation by 3, because this is operation on equation. So 3x plus y into 3 means 3 into 3x plus 3 into y. Remember this. Say for example a into x plus y. If this is there, then its product is ax plus ay, because we multiplied x and y by a. So ax plus ay, we have to remember it. And here we have multiplied equation 2 by 3. So left hand side will become 3x into 3, 9x, y into 3 plus 3y. Right hand side is 2 multiplied by 3, it becomes 6. 2 into 3 is 6. So one more equation is formed and we will give new title to that equation, and that is equation 3. What is equation? 9x plus 3y is equal to 6. So we have got third equation by multiplying both the sides of equation 2 by 3. Now we will add equation 1 and 3. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. And we are going to plus 5x minus plus. We are adding these two equations. So when we are adding plus, so here 9x is plus, it will remain plus. 3y is plus, it will remain plus. 6 is plus, it will remain plus. But sometimes if we subtract, then sign of all members will be changed. For example, here we are going to make addition. And why we are making addition? Because minus 3y plus 3y is equal to 0. Very simple rule. Plus 5 minus 5, 0. So minus 3y plus 3y will become 0. And therefore 5x plus 9yx, 5x plus 9x is equal to 14x. Minus 3y plus 3y is equal to 0. 8 plus 6 is equal to 14. So 14x is equal to 14. Divide both the sides by 14. We will get x is equal to 1. So the value of first unknown we have got, and the value of that unknown is x is equal to 1. Now we will proceed further and substitute value of x in equation 2. What is equation 2? 3x plus y is equal to 2. Substituting x is equal to 1. Remember, 3x means 3 multiplied by x. When we say xy, x multiplied by y. When we say ab, a multiplied by b. 3x, 3 multiplied by x. So value of x is 1. So 3 multiplied by 1 plus y is equal to 2. 3 into 1 is 3. 3 plus y is equal to 2. Therefore y is equal to 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1. And therefore the value of y is minus 1. And the unknowns, there are two unknowns. We have put them in the bracket x, y. Value of x is 1. Value of y is minus 1. And is the solution of our given problem. It is very simple. We have to, let us see, let us repeat. Solution 1, these two equations are given, equation 1, equation 2. Here minus 3y, so we will multiply second equation by 3. We will get this equation 9x plus 3y is equal to 6. We are saying it as equation 3. and when we add these two equations, equation 1 and equation 3. When we add equation 1 and equation 3, 5x minus 3y is equal to 8, 9x plus 3y is equal to 6, minus 3y plus 3y cancelled, 5x plus 9x is equal to 14x, 8 plus 6, 14, therefore x is equal to 1. We have got the first value. One thing I must tell you, and here, though minus 3y and plus 3y are cancelled, don't place arrow on that. That arrow should be in your mind. Don't place here like this. For example, 5x minus 3y is equal to 8 and 9x plus 3y is equal to 6. So don't place like this. It is not correct. And if you are doing it, then it should be done with pencil. But remember, it should not be done, because we are not cancelling the step. It is not cancellation. So write it exactly this way, and there should not be any confusion in it. And I think you have understood that. And when we substitute the value of x in equation 2, we get value of y, and that is 1 minus 1, and therefore the value of x and y are respectively 1 and minus 1, and is the solution of our problem. The same problem can be solved by second method. Second method is again same. First equation, second equation. From equation 2, y is equal to 2 minus 3x. From second equation, because we are subtracting 3x from both the sides. So 3x cancel, and y will become 2 minus 3x. And we will substitute this value of y in equation 1. 5x minus 3y is equal to 8 is the equation. So value of y is now 2 minus 3x. And if we solve this equation, 5x, 3 into 2 minus 6, minus 3 into 2 minus 6, minus 3 into minus 3x plus 9x, minus into minus, multiplication of two negative numbers is always positive number. Here minus 3 into minus 3x is plus 9x is equal to 8, 5x plus 9x is equal to 14x, 8, taking 6 that side, 8 plus 6 is equal to 14, and therefore x is equal to 1. As usual, we have got in earlier method, and now substitute it the value x is equal to 1 in equation 3, y is equal to 2 minus 3x, and 3 is 1. So y is equal to 2 minus 3 into 1 is equal to 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1, and thus we have got the value of y also. And therefore the values of unknowns x and y in one bracket is equal to 1 and minus 1 in other bracket is the solution, or we can say it is the solution set of the simultaneous equations. So friends, in this way, by eliminating one variable, we can find the value of the other variable. So this is procedure of solving the simultaneous equations by elimination of one variable. We will solve some more problems in this way, and I hope you understood the concept of mathematics. We have understood the meaning of linear, meaning of equations, meaning of variables, and we have solved one simultaneous equation. Practice and solve the same problem twice or thrice at home, and you will understand the next problems very easily. Thank you.